Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's sketch is this one right here with a bunch of stuff at the top and a little bit at the bottom. I'm actually going to cheat and use this pink fresh paper from 2019. It's from Office Hours, and basically use this as my where I'm putting my stuff at the top and the little bit at the bottom. I am also going to be only using one photo, but I think I'm going to cut it. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so for this layout, I decided to use my Scrapbooking Cards Today sampler kit, and I can't remember which month this is from, and I've basically destroyed it after this, so I don't have the packaging anymore to be able to tell you. Now, look at me using this butterfly paper as a photo mat. And I'm doing that because it has the colors that I want you to see. But since the photo mat is so thin, you actually can't tell it's butterflies. And that just makes me ridiculously happy, you guys. Just ridiculously happy. So since these are smaller pieces, the largest size piece of paper that you get in one of these sampler kits is a 6x6. So since these are smaller pieces like this, I am going to cut them apart and stretch them out so that they are peeking out from behind the photos. And then only you and me are going to know that the paper doesn't go all the way across. I am trying to line it up, not, perfectly measured, lined up, but enough that if you look at it, you don't think, wow, what in the heck is happening behind those photos? Like, the lines must be super off. Like, I don't want you to think that. I just want you to look at it and be like, oh, yeah, cool. So I am going to add up a couple layers. Now, look at this, guys. I totally was prepared to use my heart punch and put hearts down here on this layout, just like in the sketch. I mean, I even pulled out the heart punch ahead of time. Do I use the heart punch in the way I thought I was going to? No, I don't. Poor little Fisker's heart punch. So I am going to add a little tag topper up there. I just felt like it needed a little something extra. It needed some more pizzazz up at the top. It was feeling a little bit naked. So this little tag fit the bill. Going to add a little dollop of Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, tie a little bow, and glue that bad boy down there because we cannot have naked tag holes. No naked tag holes. Now I'm going to use these little banner stickers and just kind of add them into the layout. I'm going to pop up this word imagination and kind of give it a base. Now this is not the title, even though it says title in this area on the sketch. It's just not. It's just a word. It's just a decorative word. So I go ahead and add some banners on there as well. And then I add some banners up top too, because can you ever have too many banners? Yes. Yes, guys, the answer is yes. You can have too many banners. Just last week, the week before, something like that, I was in a little bit of a phase where I didn't want to see any banners. Any banners I saw, they just stayed rectangles. But I guess I'm into the banners right now. So this little die cut says things like, I don't remember, ride a unicorn, do the things. I don't know. I don't remember what it says. Ride a unicorn, swim with mermaids, all those kind of fanciful things. So the title is going to be all those fanciful things and then hug droids. She's not exactly hugging the droid, but she is pretty close to it, and I figured that was cute. I was really pleased with myself with the title that I came up with here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the letters down on the bottom of the page here, and they do overlap the word hug just a little bit, and I'm totally cool with that. I love the way it looks. And then I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is really awkward. Look at this big white triangle kind of open space underneath of my photo and the banners, and I hate it. Like, it just looks funky. And I'm not redoing the page. I'm just going to shift it. So I pull off all the elements of the page. This is good that I figured out I didn't really like the direction it was going before I added all of my extra glue and tape. Because, I mean, that would have been a travesty if I had to pull that up. I wasn't paying close enough to the join of the different colored triangles on the background. The main thing I was focused on was treating one of those triangles like that circle down there. And if I would have been less worried about that and a little bit more worried of where that point was that all four of these triangles came together, I wouldn't have done this. If I would have thought about it just a few more moments, I would have realized that that was going to give me a really awkward gap, and I just didn't want the awkward gap. So I go ahead and flip the paper around, and now I'm just gluing everything back down and pulling everything off. So I just leave Hug Droids on my hand while I'm getting everything back together. Now, I could have cut that all out and then just not even told you or just said, yeah, I switched it up. But I wanted you to see like what I saw, and as I'm adding the pieces back in, where the join of the four triangles is covered up and how it just looks better that way because I don't have that really awkward space anymore. So I am going to go ahead and stick my letter stickers back down, both the regular letter stickers and the tile letter stickers, and they don't like to stick. Okay, it's a struggle enough to get stickers to stick the first time you stick them down, but then when you pull them up and you place them back down again, sometimes they want to be little jerks and not stick. But these pretty much did. And there is a little bit of lift on the tile stickers, but honestly, you guys, I'm not worried about it. I've got a stack of 100 layouts right now of weight on it, or almost 100 layouts, so not really concerned. I did decide to go get my tiny, this really isn't the tiny, I have a really tiny like confetti heart punch. I decided to go get the smaller heart punch and just add a little bit more down here at the bottom, just a little bit of embellishment. So I have that piece of paper that I cut off that matches the tag at the top. I punched out that yellow paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some white enamel dots, and these are from Close to My Heart. So I get those on there, and I'm like, yes, I am loving the direction that this is going. I place the enamel dots on 3 places around the page, and that is going to do it for this layout. So let me know if that awkward triangle gap bothered you as much as it bothered me. I mean, it bothered me enough I switched up the layout when it was just about finished, which is kind of funky for me because usually I'm like, okay, good enough, done. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you again real soon for another video.